Kiwi filly Dancingonmoonlight finally stepped out of the shadow of Tupelo Rose when she won the $75,000 New South Wales Oaks at Harold Park in the second week of March. Runner-up to Tupelo Rose in the Great Northern Oaks at Alexandra Park in January, Dancingonmoonlight fared best in the draw for barrier positions, coming up with gate 5, while the hot favourite, Tupelo Rose, had gate 11 on the second row. In a titanic struggle, Dancingonmoonlight, well rated in front by Steve Turnbull, held off the fast-finishing The Score to win by a neck, with Tupelo Rose only a hit away third to provide her trainer, Stephen Reid, with his first Group 1 success.
That quarter 31.6, first half 62.3. Dancingonmoonlight at this point in the race last week, dash 10 in front, but she's not getting away from Tupelo Rose, and they've raced away from Typhoon Whitby, but My Amy Lee got into the clear and she's starting to run on strongly. These horses going wide in the back straight, it seems. Third quarter 29.1, Dancingonmoonlight, a metre Tupelo Rose. My Amy Lee's got to third from The Score. On the turn, Demler's the first to go for the whip on Tupelo Rose. Dancingonmoonlight, 3 metres Tupelo Rose. My Amy Lee's driven into a dead end, and whilst that goes on, The Score comes to the outside and finishes on. Dancingonmoonlight in front. Here's The Score for New South Wales down the outside. Dancingonmoonlight, The Score, trying hard again, Tupelo Rose. Dancingonmoonlight and The Score, they reach the line in the Oaks, and Dancingonmoonlight's won it for New Zealand. A metre, second was The Score, and third maybe Tupelo Rose from My Amy Lee. They got tight over the final 50.
Matai Mackenzie proved he was one of the best juveniles in the land after recovering from a seemingly hopeless check in the last lap to win the $75,000 New Zealand Two-Year-Old Championship at Alexandra Park on March 24th. Raced by an Auckland Trotting Club syndicate, Matai Mackenzie picked himself up after being virtually stopped in his tracks by a tiring runner and flew along the marker pegs for Tony Herlihy to snatch victory from City Rogue, which worked hard early to find the lead and was gallant in defeat.
1,000 metres to go, and the leaders on the outside now. City Rogue may have gone to them. City Rogue from Fat Joy and holding its ground as Royal Dash. Matai Mackenzie's a nice run in the trail. On the outside in the 1-1, Parisian Falcon followed London Muse. Going past the 863 seconds flat, there followed Gadget Man, Ebony and Ivory. In behind them, Power Steering. Down the back they charge. They're followed by Titanium Driver. Then we've got on the inside of Hearn looking to make ground. And Bon Rocket's a tail end at 10 lengths off them in the New Zealand Two-Year-Old Championship. And Royal Dash been eyeballed by City Rogue, unbeaten in 3 starts to date. On the inside, Matai Mackenzie, a soft run in the trail. In the 1-1 is Fat Joy. Peeling out now is Parisian Falcon. Going with them too now is Ebony and Ivory, and London Muse are all charging after the leader, who is now City Rogue, was given rein and slipped away. 2.5 to 3 on the outside. The Parisian Falcon, they swing in, and City Rogue goes for home in the hands of David Butt. By a length and a half, Parisian Falcon down the outside. London Muse, Ebony and Ivory. Matai Mackenzie's coming home pretty stoutly. City Rogue been asked a big question. Parisian Falcon, Matai Mackenzie sprinting through with a winning run though. Matai Mackenzie beat City Rogue, who just, I think, veered out a little on Parisian Falcon. They're followed by Titanium Driver, Bon Rocket.
On the same program, Mac Destroyer, trained and driven by Todd McFarlane, made full use of the passing lane when he came with a late run to win the $75,000 Noel Taylor 4-year-old mile at Alexandra Park. Regularly placed behind Courage Under Fire a season earlier, the son of Caprock lasted to win by a head from Pocket Me and the fast-finishing Classic Turbo in a sizzling 154.6.
27.4 was the first quarter of the mile, and going through to take the lead, as predicted, is Seafield Raider in the hands of Neil Brady. Lying second now is Pic Me Pockets. Riley Hales moving up on the outside without cover. Mac Destroyer's got 3 back on the inside markers. Golden Sun is going up and around. Stylish Sweetheart. OK Chevalier trekking through. Golden Sun. Pocket Me back on the inner. 57.2 was a half into the back. They swing Soki's Boy, Pot Black and Classic Turbo. And Jolly Knight's the tail end at 10 off them. The Group 2, Noel J. Taylor, 4-year-old pace past the 600 metres. Seafield Raider. Here comes OK Chevalier. Was given rein. It's whipped right round the outside of Golden Sun to be up on handy terms now with Seafield Raider. In the trail now is Pic Me Pockets. Mac Destroyer's 3 back on the inner. Riley Hale covers up the favourite. Mac Destroyer followed Pocket Me, awkwardly placed. Round goes Classic Turbo, charging home. Round they come, Seafield Raider, OK Chevalier and Pic Me Pockets. Mac Destroyer gets a nice run through on the inside of Pic Me Pockets. OK Chevalier Australia in front now. Here comes Mac Destroyer down the outside. Classic Turbo with a barnstorming run. Classic Turbo, Mac Destroyer on the inside. Mac Destroyer and Pocket Me. Mac Destroyer, Pocket Me, Classic Turbo. They were followed in behind them by Pic Me Pockets.
Disappointing during the Moonee Valley Inter-Dominion Carnival, crackmare Tailamade Lombo returned to her best form to score a brilliant victory in the Bendigo Cup on March 25th. Working hard to find the early lead, the mare was pressured in front by tough stayer Wenbro, but found plenty at the business end to hold off the late finish of Victoria Cup winner Breenie's Fella. Her 41st win from 69 starts, Tailamade Lombo was timed to run her last mile in a staggering 156.8 after being pressured from start to finish.
30 seconds as they work into the straight with 1,000 metres to go. And it's the $1 Million mare, Tailamade Lombo in front. With Alfred leads by a neck. Second is Wenbro. Super the inside. Third of Sky Strike. In fifth position, Hushed World. Three back the inside of Els Court. Pace looks good with a lap to go. Four back the inside, Captain Rufus on the inside of Country Duke. Then Show of Hands, Simply Electric going forward now 3 deep. Breenie's Fella second last and 5 metres to Cole Bruce. Second quarter 29.3, so they've picked it up again. And Tailamade Lombo turns into the back and led by a neck. Wenbro second, Super third, fourth Sky Strike. Then Hushed World, Country Duke came out 3 deep and quickly whizzes up on the outside of Els Court. Making ground, Show of Hands, Simply Electric. Breenie's Fella trying to get up behind them, and then Captain Rufus and Cole Bruce. 500 left to travel. Tailamade Lombo led by a metre. Wenbro called on now. Country Duke got to third, then Sky Strike. Round the outside, running on now was Show of Hands, but Tailamade Lombo. Alfred goes for home. Third quarter 28.4, and she raced away. Tailamade Lombo 6 metres to Wenbro. Then Country Duke, Show of Hands and Breenie's Fella. But it's the $1 Million mare, Tailamade Lombo. She's got a huge gap in them. Breenie's Fella's charging home. Tailamade Lombo 10 metres in front. Look at the ground. Breenie's Fella's made up, but Tailamade Lombo wins the cup. Tailamade Lombo wins, and all credit to her, but what a run the runner-up. Breenie's Fella's charged home to get second. Third, Show of Hands, a big run, either it or Country Duke.
The same night as the Bendigo Cup, the juveniles were on show at the annual Gold Crown meeting at Bathurst. In a two-state double for the training combination of Noel Alexander and Jane Davies, Tromos came from midfield to win the $100,000 Gold Crown final for his Sydney-based Greek owner Theo Papadopoulos and former New Zealand reinsman Ross Payne. A $14,000 yearling purchase by Troublemaker, Tromos, which is Greek for troublemaker, sprinted home strongly to win by 4 metres from Paddy Shannon and Falcon's Folly, rating 2 minutes .2 for the 1,730-metre trip.
By the judge in the Gold Crown final for 2,000. Apollo Greed just in front, but Paddy Shannon is cruising up to a applying pressure now. Quarters 31 and 30.7 as they head towards the back. It's Apollo Greed in front by a long neck. Over second on the outside was Paddy Shannon. A length and a half third, Falcon's Folly. Greg Bennett now rolls off the marker pegs. Prating Roderick John out 3 wide. Ships in the night, the inside under enormous pressure. Followed by Tromos. A length further back to Daniel Breeze, followed by Chairman Stan next. To last was the Zipper, and last of all was Rossi Brown. At the top turn, Paddy Shannon gets a long neck in front. Apollo Greed still there on the inside. Falcon's Folly peeling out 3 wide, followed by Ships in the Night and Tromos. Chairman Stan around them, followed on the inside by Daniel Breeze, but around the home turn, it's Paddy Shannon in front. Bernie Hewitt now applies some pressure and the horse responds, gets a half length in front. The outside Falcon's Folly running on, followed by Tromos. It's Paddy Shannon just in front. Tromos is flying. Tromos will win the Gold Crown. Tromos too good. Tromos a half length. Paddy Shannon second. Falcon's Folly third. From Ships in the Night, Chairman stand up.
Interstate Raiders made it a clean sweep of the Bathurst juvenile finals when Queensland filly Palmer Kate won the $100,000 Gold Tiara. Trained and driven by Vic Rasmussen, Palmer Kate showed brilliant gate speed to lead throughout, to beat Odna Madonna and Escapades by 2 metres, rating 22.3.
Towards the home turn, 950 out, and Palmer Kate given a steady, leads into the straight by about a long neck. Over Escapades, who's second, 3/4 third was Come On Cassie, snookered on the inside. Odna Madonna 1 by 1. Lola Cundy makes a move on Stakes Pride out 3 wide. Cluttering up Gold Stature. First Home makes a move from the rear in front of it. Spectacular girl from Abercrombie. Bell and a length and a half. Last of all, Hamilton Cha Cha Cha. The quarters 30.5, tapering off to 32.9 second quarter. They head to the back, 600 metres out in the Bathurst Gold Tiara final. And Palmer Kate in front, leads only by a neck over Escapade second. A half-third stakes pride, 3 wide, followed by Come On Cassie on the inside, making a move. Spectacular Girl, Odnar Madonna in the centre. A half to Gold Stature on the outside, first time very wide, followed by on the inside of it Abercrombie, Bell and a half length. Last of all was Hamilton Cha 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 at the top turn inside the 400, and Palmer Kate is still in front. The fillies about a neck clear over Escapade, second a length and a half. Third Odnar Madonna, followed by Come On Cassie. The 2 favourites are a long way back into the straight. Palmer Kate in front, Escapades on the outside. Odnar Madonna is third. Palmer Kate in front, joined now by Escapades. Flying home Odnar Madonna. Palmer Kate kicks back on the inside, and Palmer Kate wins the Gold Tiara. Palmer Kate wins from either Odnar Madonna or Escapades. Abercrombie Bell close up.
Tailamade Lombo and Breeny's Fella were expected to replicate their Bendigo Cup finish in the $40,000 Ballarat Cup a week later, but things did not go exactly to the script. While those 2 stars engaged in cat and mouse tactics, their drivers forgot to give the Peter Manning trained and Karen Manning driven Lombo Rapida the credit she deserved. In true Manning fashion, Lombo Rapida was 3 wide for the first lap before sitting outside the leader and then grinding her rivals into submission, rating a staggering 159.4 for 2,680 metres.
A lap left to go on the Cadbury Ballarat Pacing Cup, and the leader is Show of Hands with Lombo Rapida outside of it, keen to go a lot faster. In the 1-1, Captain Rufus over on the inside, Country Duke. Then came Cold Bruce covering up Bencura next. Tailamade Lombo now easing 3 deep. After Do came 1 away from the pegs. Hit the spot, trying to get up on the inside of Old Black Magic. Breeny's Fellas 3 deep. He's trailing up Tailamade Lombo as they go into the back. Then Hush whirled around Old Black Magic, who got shuffled back, and Troublesome Fella, second quarter in 30.7. Going down the back straight, Lombo Rapida with its head in front of Show of Hands, put under pressure. Third, Captain Rufus. Fourth is Country Duke, driven along from Cold Bruce. Next the inside is Bencura next. Then Tailamade Lombo, Breeny's Fella following it everywhere she goes. After Do next on the inside from Hit the Spot. Old Black Magic right around the outside as they came to the home turn. Breeny's Fella letting loose with Tailamade Lombo. Lombo Rapida got 5 metres clear up to the bend. Third quarter 28.4. Lombo Rapida 5 metres in front. Breeny's Fella went past Tailamade Lombo, turning into the straight. They may have locked wheels though. Into the straight, Lombo Rapida led. After it, Breeny's Fella from Tailamade Lombo. Lombo Rapida's clear. Breeny's Fella will have to produce something. Lombo Rapida 4 metres. Breeny's Fella can't get to her, and Lombo Rapida won the cup. Lombo Rapida's won it from Breeny's Fella. Tailamade Lombo third, and nose to Cold Bruce.
Trainer Barry Purdon and leading New Zealand reinsman Tony Herlihy added another major race to their impressive tallies when Pic Me Pockets won the $75,000 Messenger 4-year-old championship at Alexandra Park at the end of March. Pic Me Pockets, a son of Super Sire in the pocket, led out and then was given every chance in the trail by Herlihy before downing the favourite Classic Turbo and Mac Destroyer, rating a tough 159.1 for the mobile 2,700 metres. His overall time of 3:19.8 was only 0.3 of a second outside the Messenger race record, held by former top Purdon-trained pacer Christopher Vance.
Destroyer, they get the bell there, followed Pride of New York, Pot Black Classic Turbo, race favourite 8 to 9 lengths off them, followed Golden Sun. Then we've got Stylish Sweetheart and David Butt at the back of the field now, with OK Chevalier wheeling out past the 900 metres. Riley Hale still on top. Riley Hale in the hands of Barry Purdon. Pic Me Pockets, a nice drag on the inside. 62 was the half. On the outside then we've got Seafield Raider, Smart Homes back on the inside. 3 deep. On the outside then is Pocket Me, followed by Soki's Boy, Mac Destroy the other. Then we've got Pot Black looking to make ground from Pride of New York. Then we've got Golden Sun. Classic Turbo still a long way from the leader and about to be let loose by Mackenzie, and going with it now is OK Chevalier and Stylish Sweetheart, the tail ender off the back in the Messenger. And the leader is still Riley Hale. Here come challengers. Mac Destroyer peeled out quickly. Pocket Me's going with it. Pic Me Pockets came out of the trail. Classic Turbo will make its run 5 wide into the lane. In they come. Pic Me Pockets, the leader now from Pocket Me. Mac Destroyer. Soki's Boys going a big one on the inside for Mark Purdon. Classic Turbo. Pic Me Pockets in front. Here comes Soki's Boy. Mac Destroyer out wider with Classic Turbo. Pic Me Pockets in front for Tony Herlihy, and Pic Me Pockets got it. Classic Turbo second. Mac Destroyer, then Soki's Boy.
Lyell Creek stretched his unbeaten sequence to 16 on that Messenger Championship program and his overall record to 18 wins from 20 starts, when he overcame a 15-metre handicap to win the $100,000 Rowe Cup. The latest victory took Lyell Creek's earnings to just over $650,000, a monumental return on the $20,000 Christchurch owner Graham Bruton paid for the gelding after he won his first race at the country track of Nelson some 13 months earlier. Lyell Creek became the first horse to win the Triple Crown for trotters, the Dominion Handicap at Addington in November, the Inter-Dominion Final at Moonee Valley in February, and the Rowe Cup.
Liberator wheeling past the 900, the Group 1 Dunstan feeds J. Rowe Memorial Cup, and it's Mountain Gold. About a length and a half in advance now on the leaders' wheel. Lyell Creek going through the half in 61.8. Down getting the perfect run in the trail is Sundown's Way. Special Forces in the 1-1, so the big guns are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Africa's not far away. It's 3 back on the markers. On the outside as they work down the far side, Cow around Invasion, they're 500 out and they're pouring on the speed. Down on the inside then is Meander and Eden. They're followed by Kipper D. Back on the inside, Trifford, Sunny Action, Buster Hanover, Last Sunset. Further back, JKD, 400 metres to go. Mountain Gold been eyeballed by the Trotting Sensation. On the outside, Lyell Creek levelled and took the lead as they swing in there, followed by Special Force about to peel out. But Lyell Creek looking to make it 18 wins from 20 starts, shot away too. Special Force out wide of Sunny Action, then Sundown's Way. He's only toying with them at the moment. Lyell Creek in front. Now Sundown's Way is getting the last shot at the champ. He pulls out the extra. Lyell Creek and he held out Sundown's Way. Won the J. Rowe Memorial Gold Cup. On the outside then a Special Force. Back on the inside is Trifford. They're followed by...
Tupelo Rose added another classic to her tally when she proved too good for her rivals in the $50,000 Victoria Oaks at Moonee Valley on April the 8th, but she was less than impressive. Sent out a hot favourite at 8-1 on, Tupelo Rose worked around to take the lead soon after the start, but had to be punched right out to the line for a narrow win over Corn Silk and Pelican Rama, rating a relatively slow 2.3.6 for 2,540 metres. Impressive or not, the daughter of In the Pocket took her stake earnings to almost $374,000. The result of 16 wins and 6 placings from 25 starts.
Typhoon Whitby coming down with a circuit left to go. 5th is Congo Flame. It's 3 back along the inside. Then came Artstream, Meet Me in Paris, Epona Sunshine. Dashing Disco on the inside of Bird on the wing, and then Milady Venus. And last is Tosca Lombo as they head out of the straight. 900 left to travel. And Tupelo Rose is on top. 1.5 metres to Pelican Rama. 3rd is Corn Silk, passing the 800. 2nd quarter in 32 seconds. So the first half, 64.9. In 4th spot, Typhoon Whitby around Corn Silk. 3 back the inside is Congo Flame. Then Artstream coming out 3 deep, Epona Sunshine. Then Meet Me in Paris, Bird on the wing, Tosca Lombo wide. Next Dashing Disco, and last is Milady Venus. Tupelo Rose, 500 left to travel, is now starting to pick it up and leads 2 metres to Pelican Rama. Corn Silk 3rd, Typhoon Whitby 4th, and then Congo Flame and Meet Me in Paris off the back in 28.2. And Tupelo Rose is 1 metre in front of Pelican Rama, sticking on bravely. Then Corn Silk, Typhoon Whitby round the turn. Tupelo Rose is under the whip here from Pelican Rama. 4 metres to Corn Silk. Tupelo Rose into the straight, 1 metre in front of Pelican Rama. Corn Silk back to the express post lane. It's Tupelo Rose in front, Pelican Rama, Corn Silk late the inside. Tupelo Rose is clear, Corn Silk making a dive, but Tupelo Rose wins it. Tupelo Rose has won it. Second home was Corn Silk. Wasn't as easy as most people thought though. Third home was Pelican Rama, then Typhoon Whitby.
The $100,000 Western Australian Derby at Gloucester Park on April the 14th was won in sensational circumstances in the stewards' room. Rich and Spoilt, driven by trainer Mike Reid, was first past the post, but Chris Lewis fired in a protest on behalf of the runner-up, Talladega, alleging the winner checked him in the home straight the first time, costing him at least 6 lengths. The result was overturned in the stewards' room, giving Talladega's trainer Ross Oliveri his 2nd win in the WA Derby, Lewis his 3rd, and sire Classic Gary his fourth after earlier WA Derby wins with Shandon, Selinger and Saab.
Frost not happy in the 1-1 with Sailor's Corner. He's popped around into the breeze. Talladega went rough for a stride or two. He's dropped right back to last of all. So now it's Pataz leading by a length on Sailor's Corner, going up on the outside. Lead time 65.3 was solid. Third is Chivalrous Fella. Smoke and Ashes now one out, one back. Seelster Sam pulling double against Wilson, but locked away. A length off to Rich and Sport, or he got away from the rails there. That's what happened with Talladega. He was pratted 3 deep and reined back to last. On the fences, Wildcard Brassy, a length off, Home for Christmas. He's on the outside of Troubled Warrior, Wonder Orleans. Talladega now on the inside with it all to do. And Highest Honour is last of all. First quarter in 30.7. They head down to the 1,000 and Pataz giving a bold side in the van. Frost about to get brutal with Sailor's Corner on the outside. He'll try and bludgeon him out of it from here. Third on the rails is Chivalrous Fella. Then Smoke and Ashes, Seelster Sam. Like the way he's travelling, but he's incarcerated. A length away, Rich and Sport. He's close enough if good enough. That quarter 29.8 the half, 60.5. The gloves have come off a long way from home. Wildcard Brassy next, now Home for Christmas, 3 wide. Talladega goes up in the middle. It'll need a great drive. Then Troubled Warrior. Oh, there is trouble. Seelster Sam out of his gear. Fell back into Wildcard Brassy. Highest Honour, Troubled Warrior. They're all out of it. At the 500, it's a dramatic derby. It's Pataz just the leader over Sailor's Corner. 3 wide, Rich and Spoiled comes at them now. 29.4 that corner. Then Home for Christmas right off the course. Around Chivalrous Fella and Talladega is looming up behind those. He's about 4 lengths off them. Coming to the home turn, Mike Reid throwing everything at Rich and Sport. He raced to the lead from Sailor's Corner. Now Home for Christmas, Chivalrous Fella. Talladega is flying. Rich and Sport in front. Talladega is mowing him down. Rich and Sport in front. He won. Rich and Sport's won the derby. Talladega's a certainty beaten second. Third Home for Christmas. Sailor's Corner close up.
Facta non-Verba capitalised on a cosy sprint lane rail from the trail to beat the pacemaking 20-metre backmarker Happy Asset in the $100,000 Easter Cup at Addington on April 22, giving driver Todd Mitchell consecutive wins in the Group 1 event. Mitchell combined with the injury-plagued star Home and Hose to win the previous year's Easter Cup before reining the gelding to victory in the New Zealand Cup in November. A 5-year-old gelding by Tuapeka Knight, Facta non-Verba recorded the slowest time for the 3,200-metre Easter Cup for 11 years, but the pace was really on in the closing stages. The last 800 in 57 seconds and the final quarter 28.4.
Through the first quarter, was about to tick over. The lead time was 2.8. The first quarter 31.8, and they race for the pavilion. Round past that goes the Tough Nut. From in second spot, Facta non-Verba's had a dream run. Happy Asset outside, but right in contention. In behind is Wahara, 1,000 to go, and Kim's Girl. Undercover Lover boxed up on the inside, and next to a Tartan Lady. Click Light was next, and Tact Halsey and Ouch at the back. Into the back they travel 800 metres to run, and the Easter Cup field led by the favourite, the Tough Nut, the half about to tick over, and it goes up 62.6, a length and a half clear and going well. From Happy Asset, the outside, Facta non-Verba, Kim's Girl, Tartan Lady trying to improve 3 wide around those. On the inside, Waharoa past the 600 and out of the back straight. Undercover Lover got away from the markers, Tact Halsey, Click Light and Ouch. They race down the side, 4.50 to go. The Tough Nut, the leader. Here's Prick going nicely. Happy Asset, has he got anything left? He's poised the outside. In behind Facta non-Verba, couldn't have got a better run. Will get the passing lane. Kim's Girl waiting to spring out. Tartan Lady next. And then on the inside of those, they were followed through by Waharoa. The Tough Nut, Facta non-Verba now. Can he measure up and go past his burst through on the inside and Happy Asset? It's Facta non-Verba, Happy Asset, the Tough Nut, but Facta non-Verba. And Todd Mitchell go to the line, gets home. Second home, Happy Asset, and Undercover Lover shot into third.
On the same program, brilliant 3-year-old Stars and Stripes added the $100,000 New Zealand Derby to his tally, but his connections had to endure a 30-minute protest hearing before claiming their third derby. Exploding clear at the 200-metre mark, Stars and Stripes moved in 5 cart widths into the sprint lane, taking the line of Hunker Hickling 50 metres from the finish. Hunker Hickling, driven by Maurice McKendry, had to change course to the outside, and although he ran on strongly, he went down by a nose. Retaining the race with a mile rate of 2 minutes 0.4 for the mobile 2,600 metres, Stars and Stripes was then aimed at the New South Wales Derby at Harold Park a month later.
Now the speed's on as they go down inside the 800 metres in 60.6. And the leader at the moment, Written in the Stars. Written in the Stars joined out wider by Fantastic Dream right there as hand over bed. And round them goes Rap. Mighty Khan in the centre coming forward. Wide out now is going to be Stars and Stripes in the red cap. Getting around them 3 wide. And further out also on a forward move is Falcon's Blue Jean. In amongst horses then as they race their way round the turn. Mike's Pal lost its place a bit. Agios Nicolaus is next, then London Pride. And further back after those runners as they swing the corner. Hunker Hickling round the corner. Written in the Stars, Fantastic Dream. Stars and Stripes goes whoosh. And down the outside he goes. He surges to the front. Stars and Stripes. Falcon's Blue Jean and Mike's Pal coming from the back. Stars and Stripes. He's running all over the place. He's pretty green. He's holding. He's tired. Down to the line. He gets there. Stars and Stripes. And Hunker Hickling has burst through in the middle. Over on the outside of those then as they cross the line. This is a close finish. Hand over bid and Mike's Pal and Falcon's Blue Jean.
Sydney horseman Dennis Wilson has long been regarded as one of the best reinsmen in the business, but it is doubtful that he has ever driven a better race than his polished exhibition to win the Australian Derby with Seelster Sam at Gloucester Park on April 28. From barrier 10 on the inside of the back line, Wilson was able to gain a 3-wide trail into the race on the back of Rich and Spoiled before unleashing a powerful finishing burst in the straight for a comfortable victory over Rich and Spoiled and WA Derby winner Talladega. Raced by the Dominator Syndicate, Seelster Sam rated 2 minutes 0.3 for the 2,500 metre trip to stretch his earnings to just over $152,000. The result of 9 wins from 21 starts.
Approaching the 1,200, Orleans has been there from the word go, but by G he's had to roll to maintain his position. First quarter of the last mile in 29.3. Finally and eventually Wildcard Brassy gets to second. Home for Christmas had to take the trail and he hooks out 3 deep again now. And Reed comes out on Rich and Spoiled 3 wide. Along the inside is Lombo Chablis. Talladega's in a lot of traffic. He's trying to get out 3 deep. He does so now. He's on the back of Rich and Spoiled, and Highest Honour is out 4 wide at the bell. Then Boys Light Up, Seelster Sam taken wide. Then Chivalrous Fella, Smoke and Ashes, that quarter 30.8. The half in 60.1. It's a packing field at the 650. You get the feeling it's going to change pretty quickly here, where Orleans being tackled again by Home for Christmas. He got his head in front, a length away. Rich and Spoiled given full bore now. Out 4 wide is Highest Honour. Talladega is 3 deep behind them. He's trying to follow Rich and Spoiled through, and he's full of running the favourite, but he's hemmed up in traffic. Between horses, Lombo Chablis. Wide out, Seelster Sam getting something going. Then Boys Light Up, and the rest headed by Smoke and Ashes. Off the back in 31.4. Orleans is gone. So's Home for Christmas. Rich and Spoiled reach the lead. Right around the outside, Seelster Sam collaring him. Oh, Talladega badly held up. He can't win. It's Seelster Sam running to Rich and Spoiled. They're 5 lengths on Talladega. And from New South Wales, it's Seelster Sam sprinting away to win the Australian Derby. A length on the line from Rich and Spoiled. 5 lengths away, Talladega.